Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Door Shutter coming back to you with a T.A.C. SMP. Today, we are getting into the first episode. I have done a few live streams off camera. If you guys want to go watch them, it's basically me getting resources, getting some loot, and getting to where we are right now. We are going to get into chickens real quick here, and then we'll be back with refined storage. This is actually recorded in the future, and Past Shut Door is going to take it away with chickens. Chickens is actually one of the best ways to generate everything, but there is like a breeding system, right? So, for example, a diamond chicken is a gold chicken plus a glass chicken. A gold chicken is an iron chicken plus a yellow chicken. An iron chicken's a flint chicken plus a bone white chicken. A flint chicken and a bone white chicken can be found naturally and or crafted. But I know that we need what is called a chicken catcher, which we need an egg, a stick, and a feather. So let's go downstairs here. All right, so chicken catcher. Let's go out into the woods here, and let's go see if we can find a couple chickens. I know I kind of want to get some normal chickens, but I think we can convert chickens. I've seen Fallen Pumpking, the guy who's actually on the server currently with me, play a little bit of this, but I wasn't really grasping all the concepts, so we're gonna kind of get into this. Also, I've been exploring the FTB dungeon. I didn't explore it all the way. Pumpking actually found a branch that I didn't fully explore, but that's all right. That is all right. So we've got a flint chicken here. So if we just right click, it'll actually pick up the chicken. And these guys have growth, gain, and strength. All of them do different things. I know that. Do I know what they do? Nope. But they do things. Okay, so I found some more chickens, and I don't think you can right click these guys. So I went ahead and I went back home, and I actually got a book. So right clicking these will actually give you a smart chicken. The smart chicken actually only produces eggs, but you can actually pick them up. And of course, eggs are useful because you can actually then get more eggs. Here's a sand chicken, so let's pick him up. Pick him up. So we got two sand chickens. Fantastic. It's a good thing to get two of each because then you can breed them to get better stats and stuff overall, which is fantastic. So I found a log chicken. Let's get rid of that. Pick him up. And then I think that's the only log chicken I saw over here. Alrighty, so we have three log chickens, three flint chickens, 14 smart chickens, and two sand chickens. According to the web page, the mod page, there are like snowball chickens and bone white chickens. I have not seen any bone white chickens, but let's look at bone white chickens here. So, bone white chicken, all you need is eggs and white dye. I should probably be able to cover that, right? Get some bones out of here. Do that, do that. I grabbed a couple eggs while on the way, actually, so we can just do that. Nope, no luck. Alright, give me some more of this. Give me some more eggs. Do this. Oh, wait, nope. Do this. Do this. Do this, that. Not a single one. Alright, let's get the other stuff then. Okay, so actually I need to pop outside. Alright, so let's grab some hay bales. And what we're going to do is actually look at chicken. The mod is called chickens, resource chickens. Or not even called resource chickens, it's just chickens. We're going to grab a breeder. And I'm just going to set this down here for right now. We'll move it later. Okay, and then we can set, for example, two log chickens in here with a couple of wheat seeds. And we can let these guys go. I love how there's little curtains that pop up whenever they're breeding. That is kind of funny. Alright, and then we could actually find my temporal pouch. Give them a little bit of speed here. Okay. So we're producing better chickens. So if we actually wanted to, we could put the better chickens into the first slot, basically. So, and we can kind of keep going, right? We can be selective here by looking for the better chickens. And sooner or later, we'll have a 10-10-10 chicken, or a two of them maybe. And, you know, we kind of go from there. But there are tons and tons of chickens in here that you can get materials from. Basically, their names are telling you what they give you, right? So log chickens give you logs. They're kind of useless. The only thing I think I really want to... I don't even know if a log chicken's actually useful for what I need. But I just kind of looking. Okay, so yeah, there's a string chicken, a cold chicken, a snowball chicken. And of course, remember that these can go into other chickens. Okay, so a 10, 10, 10. All right, and the good thing about having 10, 10, 10s is we actually now can just continuously keep them, right? So let's actually look. Do I have any other kind of seeds that I'm willing to just kind of part with for right now? Because the good thing about having these chickens is if we grab a chicken roost, right? So we need a couple more hay bales. And I think if we grab a hopper, that's probably not a bad idea. Do I have a hopper laying around here? I do. Fantastic. And we put a chest here. Of course, remember, stuff's going to be moved here in a while. I'm not going to keep this stuff here. It's just kind of me testing. And I'll probably be doing a lot of this stuff off camera, by the way. So keep that in mind. All right. So now if we grab a 10, 10, 10 chicken, we put them in here, they will start producing logs. Okay. And this is just going to be an example. I'm probably not going to keep this chicken here. But you can actually stack this up to a certain amount. I do not know the actual amount. But the more you have in here, the more you actually get out of each iteration. And that is pretty cool. So you could theoretically have infinite logs. There is no other chicken that gives other types of logs, which is kind of disappointing. But yeah, now that we have a 10-10 chicken, we could now actually consider growing other chickens. So if I look at a log chicken, right? So we need a log chicken, an ink black, flint chicken, log chicken, coal chicken. Okay, so if I quickly go breed up a flint chicken, okay, I'm going to breed this up to 10, and I will be right back. Okay, so we've got 10, 10, 10 log chicken, 10, 10, 10 flint chicken. And I don't know if this will actually produce a 10, 10, 10 other chicken, or it'll just be a 1, 1, 1. Would it be kind of stupid if it was a 1, 1, 1? Absolutely. But I guess we'll see. Okay. Yeah, I mean, and this is definitely going to be interesting to automate. And I think I've got an idea of how I want to go about automating this. Because we do need seeds. Botany pots are not the best for seeds. But we do have things like the phytogenic insulator. But I think we only get one seed per. So that still doesn't help us. But like crushing like grass and stuff, or recrushing the wheat or something like that, I'm not really seeing a really good opportunity to get seeds. So I'm not sure. Okay, so this just does go back to 1, 1, 1, which kind of sucks. So you basically waste your time getting these to 10, 10, 10. That's odd. Not what I expected. Oh, well, oh well. We'll get to cold chickens, and then, of course, cold chickens. If we look at cold chickens, do they just stop at cold chickens? No. Yes, maybe. Then now we can get a lava chicken, which a lava chicken gives us nothing. But it can make an obsidian chicken with water chicken, a blaze rod chicken with a gold chicken. All right. Okay, and that did breed a log chicken. So it's not 100% that you're going to get a coal chicken or the chicken you're trying to breed for. Alrighty, so I'm still not done with the chickens after several hours. But we've got up to prismarine, we've got diamond chickens in here, we've got obsidian chickens. Of course, these aren't 10, 10, 10s yet. I've just kind of started on these guys. But we also got glowstone down here as well. So we are going, we are cruising. I am actually currently in the middle of kind of setting up a little bit of stuff for the other people on the server. I want to, and I'm not going to put this near spawn. I would love to, but that would be a lot of work to traverse this. So I'm hoping people can get a temp pad or something. I'm not that far from spawn. I'm actually the closest to spawn, by the way. So that's also another thing, because Relatable's over here and Fallen is over here. So I am the closest towards spawn. But what I'm doing is we have a whole bunch of pumpkins, right? And pumpkins are one of the best ways to get seeds. So what I'm thinking is we get a sequential fabricator. All right, so we've got the sequential fabricator. Just went ahead and I fully crafted it. I think my plan is to just get a steam dynamo or compression dynamo or something like that. And then that way we can actually craft this. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the pumpkins. Of course, we will get seeds from this as well. And we're going to convert them directly into seeds. Okay? So we're going to put that input on the right, and this just can fill. And then on the left here, actually, I want to do this on the top, I think, because I kind of want to have the chickens, I guess, at the bottom. So I don't know how this will work. I want to be able to quickly test if I can actually input from the bottom of this to actually feed into this. So let's actually clear this one out. Let's throw the glass chickens in here, those diamond chickens in there. Let's take this real quick. I want to see if we can input to the bottom. If we can, fantastic. If we can't, oh well. All right, so item pipes right there. Okay, so that inputted pumpkin seeds. So if I go here and I disable this and I throw pumpkins in here, is this actually smart enough to tell everything that it cannot accept pumpkins? All right, so now if I toss seeds, okay, so good. We've got some information. So what we can do is we can actually set, I really didn't want to destroy all those blocks, but that's all right. We can actually set up a system, and also nobody on the server knows I'm doing this yet, so that's going to be okay. But they can actually just come by, grab whatever chickens they want, because basically we're going to have 10, 10, 10 chickens on diamond, redstone, glowstone, prismarine, everything. They won't be able to grab the resources. I'm going to keep the resources. I'm going to be greedy. They can take the chickens and they can make their own resources at their base. Grab a stack of 16. So that's how many could fit in a roost. And I'm just going to say, hey, you can only grab 16. Unless you want to pay like, 6 diamonds per 16 or 64 or something. The thing is, I won't need diamonds. So I don't 100% know what to charge, but, we'll get there. That's one of the many things that we've discussed is we don't truly know what kind of currency we want to do. I think it's kind of come down to whatever the person wants to offer, or like what the actual seller wants to sell it for. And I kind of just want to give them away. I mean, I'm not really doing a whole lot, but we'll see. Alrighty, so I've quickly made an item trash can, which isn't too expensive, but it does have a filter, which is what I want. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to power these 2 Sterling dynamos, and I don't think these need water. I thought they did, but apparently they don't. But I'm going to filter by the actual logs whenever we get them. And this might be the slowest part of the process right here, is the fact that these will take time to produce logs. I've also chosen dark oak, which probably wasn't the best option, but we can play blacklist. Blah, 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 blah. I guess I could have moved these forward now, but oh well. And then we can do this, and this should, in theory, actually allow for them to go into the dynamos, which causes power, which allows for this to run. And I'm actually going to throw a integral component in here. I'm hoping this will still run just a little bit quicker. And then here we want to do that. Okay. And of course, I don't have upgrades, I don't think, for any of these. I might just have some lurking in one of these bags. As I said, these bags are full of things that I genuinely have no idea what I even have from the dungeons. And I definitely need to get refined storage stuff going. But, for right now, we are kind of in this boat of having way too much stuff and not enough storage, which I probably will work on off camera because I will be getting the chickens, diamonds and stuff from those chickens as well, which will be fantastic. And I'm checking these chests to make sure. Looks like I have one. I actually have a couple in here, which is fantastic, and another reinforced thing in here. I didn't know these were actually over here. All right, and actually there were some item pipes in there as well. So now what we should be able to do is do this, which should transfer 8 items at a time, so a little bit more, not a whole lot more. And then I think what we want to do, I guess we could just throw this on here and then throw an integral component on this one as well. A little bit faster. Okay. And I'm hoping this doesn't use a lot of power. It doesn't look like it's going to because it's not actually getting a lot of pumpkins, which is kind of crazy, even though we have all those pumpkins right there. So this has got 64. This has got 64. This has got 64. And it's just going to go down the line, right? We're going to keep getting more and more and more and more until sooner or later we have a full row of chickens being bred. So we've already got... I've actually taken some of my personal chickens and thrown them in here so we can actually kind of keep them consolidated. Nobody should be taking, like, a ton of these chickens, right? Hopefully, at least. And I think what I'm actually going to charge is a little bit odd. I'm going to charge lead or tin or silver. I don't know which, because those aren't actually able to be gotten by this. So those are actually things you have to go work for. And I need tin, and I need lead, and I need silver. So I'm thinking probably 10. Probably like maybe 8, 10 per 16. Might not be a bad option, something like that. But I think we're gonna keep just getting more chickens out here. I think we have a few in here we haven't put out there yet. So we've got the coal chickens. We can go put those out there. We got the let's go gunpowder chicken. I don't think I'm not concerned about the ones that are kind of weird, like the dye ones, which are the red and stuff like that. I'm not really concerned about having them out here. But everything else I think could be kind of a good thing. Coal's always a good thing to have. Ooh, and you are going to die because if I pick you up, you will not stack. I know that's an issue. So coal, then gunpowder. Didn't we already do gunpowder? We already did a gunpowder one. Hold on. Lapis. This should either give me blue dye or lapis. I don't even know. Let's actually press use on this guy. Oh, yep. I forget. We have to press use on this. Man, this mod's a little finicky. No, this guy will only produce blue dye, so I will not be using him. Which means he's kind of useless. I don't know why we have some useless chickens in here, but we have some useless chickens in here. But that's okay. I'll probably set them up anyway, but for right now, I'm not focused on them. Alrighty, so we are over here at spawn, and I did actually move all of the chicken stuff over here, mostly because it is going to be spawn chunk loaded, and also just so they can access it easier. But we have everything basically set up like we did back at the base, but we have more chickens, more pumpkins, and basically a ton of backlog of seeds and pumpkins, of course. And then, of course, this power system is cruising. It's not doing the best, but it is, providing enough power. We don't need a whole lot of power right now, so we're good on that one. I have also got some Feral Flare lanterns down here, so nothing spawns in this little area. But yeah, this is cruising. We are getting everything we need. I've already actually I've got a purchase. We've done 10 ingots per 16 chickens. Somebody has come through and grabbed 2 chickens of each. Of course, you can't really tell because they're all full. I did, make sure that we don't have any dye chickens in here. Everything is, I believe this is every single chicken that is accessible that's not a dye chicken and actually gives you something useful. And let's take a peek at refined storage. So we got a whole bunch of chickens under the floor, by the way, that are currently producing basically every material we ever could need. And every single one of these drawers has a void upgrade. So once it's full, it'll just keep pushing. That is fine. And definite resources. I'm not worried about it. The first thing we need to do is actually get silicone, right? And to get silicone, you can either do, of course, Certus Quartz Dust or Nether Quartz, or there's actually a third option in this pack. So it is this right here, which is the separator or centrifuge from FTB Industrial Contraptions, where you could actually get 3 silicone per nether quartz or sand. So maybe in the future we do that one. But for right now, I'm not really too concerned about that. So I'm going to actually grab a stack of coal blocks here. And I'm going to just let that go. I think I want to grab a hopper. Do I have a hopper somewhere around here? So I got an elite bin. And of course, refined storage. We're going to make a push for this just because I do really want to stop having all these chest monsters because it is really, really annoying to try and locate everything. So here, we'll put that bin there and we'll get some silicone. Fantastic. Of course, we could temporal pouch this just a little bit, and that'll give us some goodies. Also, I'm blocking this off because I kept having some mobs come down here. Even though I have a magma torch and lights basically everywhere, I'm pretty sure this whole area is lit up. Yeah, so hopefully we'll get a little bit of quartz here. I think I could grab another hopper and grab some quartz. Just fill up this hopper. Let this bad boy go. Okay. And then that way we are cruising. We're going to get a whole bunch of silicone. But the good thing is, since we have access to slime, string, leather, iron, gold, diamonds, we don't have to worry about the processors being that expensive, which is good. So we can definitely cruise through this. All right, so let's get started here. I forget. Punching it actually gives you a stack. Right, shift clicking on it actually gives you only one. It's the reverse of these. So we need slime balls, we need string, because we need processor bindings. Let's see. Oh, we also have extra discs in here, which is fantastic. So we need the processor bindings, which is just string. So let's grab a couple stacks of these. So there's that. Oh, okay, that is too much. Okay. And then we want gold, diamonds, and iron. And we can just toss that, and then redstone, I think. I don't even know. Is it redstone? Yes. So we can grab a stack of raw basic processors. We could grab a stack of improved. And of course, these will just be smelted to make the actual normal processors. So we can actually take out this nether quartz for right now. And we can kind of just toss this stuff in here and let that process. Alrighty, so let's make a disk drive here. Oh yeah, we need quartz enriched iron. I forgot about that. Just an extra step. That's fine. Right? That's the recipe. Oh, it's not shapeless. Okay. So then we want, of course, to get a machine casing, which looks like we actually need stone. So I have some stone on me. The inventory situation, goodness gracious. All right, so there's that. And then I need a chest. All right, so there's the disk drive. Fantastic. We also need a controller. Let's type in refined controller. Okay. So to make one of these, of course, I think we also need another machine casing. Fantastic. And then we need silicone. We'll grab what we have. There's a controller. Of course, we will need power. I'm just going to grab a couple furrinators, I think. Stick them in the floor. And then go from there, I think. Do we have app power? We do. Furrinator. I don't know if I really want to make a furrinator right now. I think that might be a bit excessive. We just got a coal generator. Like something simple. So we got a couple Sterling dynamos. Okay, let's make a couple of these. Alright, so quickly I just grabbed 6 of these. We'll just run them down this line. And I'll come down here and I'll just fill them with coal blocks for now. And of course later we'll probably just auto-fill these. We're not doing any like actual full power system currently. We are just kind of getting this to operate so we can get our storage stuff figured out and then go from there. Alright, so I need to toss some stuff away so I can make sure. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And then, of course, we want to compacting hammer. Is that called? No, crescent hammer. Goodness gracious. How long have I played modded Minecraft? Okay. And then we'll just make like a little staircase for right now. But we can cover up that. There we go. So now what we want to do is we want to grab coal. So 6 stacks of coal blocks. Can I have that much? Okay. Well, I'm glad I have that much because I didn't even know I had that much coal. These chickens haven't been running that long. I have to get a no wandering sign sooner or later. The wandering traders kind of get annoying. All right, so now what's next? Well, we need to get a bit of storage cells, discs, I think is actually what they're called here. And this is going to be repetitive, but we're going to need a ton of silicone. So I'm going to need a lot more than what I have. So we're going to quickly just give this a little bit of a slap. Same thing there. And I'm going to be back in a minute. I'm going to make up to 64K, I think. Hold on. Do we have 256K drives? So we do. And I'm pretty sure that's as high as this goes. No, it actually goes higher. So I'm going to make 64K, maybe a 256K, because that just sounds like a good option. And I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, so we've got our first 256K storage drive. And now we need a grid to actually be able to put this stuff away. So let's look at refined. Let's look at grid. We are going to grab this one. And I should actually have some of these deconstruction and construction cores. I just don't know where. So it looks like, okay, so it looked like it pinged in this chest. And I know we have the other one, construction. Perfect. We've got 1 and 1. That'll work. Let's crafting table. Kind of forgot where that was for a second. Okay, we also need another bit of stone, which should be in here. I cannot wait to have the ability to just store things. I'm probably going to fill this chest up really, really quickly. Before we start moving items, though, we do need to get an external storage bus from Refined. External, it's just called an external storage, by the way, not external storage bus. All right, so we'll make cables, and we'll grab a chest or two. I should have planks in here. Fantastic. Okay, and then external storage. And then, of course, we need to run cables from this. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this in the back. I think everybody else has ran A2, by the way. So I'm kind of the first to go refined, which is fine by me. But we have the drawer controller here. And we should be able to take these cables and kind of sneakily run them under the floor here. So let's see about that. I might need to make some more, but that's okay. And I probably could just cover these so I don't use as much cables, but, you know. That's too easy. Actually, I probably will. Yeah, because I'll need to, because that pipe's right there. All right. Man, I cannot wait to start using this because it is getting so old of not having enough space. So we need more cable. Let's make just a couple stacks. And then we should be able to run this directly under into this drive. And then we'll just replace the blocks we're breaking to sooner or later. Oh, nope. Don't need that there. Okay, so that should be connected. So we should see everything pop up in here. Fantastic. And the way we make covers, by the way, I guess we could kind of look at this. Is if we grab some nuggets here, you can put the nuggets in and then the block you want to make a cover out of. And then you can make a cover that can go over all of this stuff. I'm going to move this chest in a little while anyway, so I'm not worried about putting covers there. And then, of course, we can then do... let's see. So I want to make sure that this is priority, like, high. Let's do, like, 5,000. The highest priority in the entire network, basically. And then we're just going to replace that. Nope, that's too far up. Hold on. We'll probably need to get a deep slate cover, but that's okay. All right. So there's that. And now what that means is we have the ability to push in and pull out of those drawers. So whatever I put into this system should immediately go into these drawers if it can. And if it's too much for the system, it'll just straight void it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the next little while getting everything I possibly can from these chests, from my backpacks, into this system. And I'll be back whenever that's done. Okay, so quickly while I am transferring items, I still got a little bit I quickly want to turn this into a crafting grid. So let's pick this up real fast. And all we need is a grid, a crafting table, and an advanced processor. There we go. And we can plop this down. And this will just let us craft with the items we have. Quickly switch this to JEI synchronized two-way, which means that you can either type up here or down here. Alrighty, and with that, we have moved everything. Of course, there's some like items in here, but these are all like tools. Over here is like apotheosis gems. I'm not too concerned about those. I probably could put them in here, but with everything that I threw in here, we only had 14 or almost 15,000 items, and then everything else should have went into these drawers. So, and that's a good thing, right? Because if we look, um, I need to hold nothing in my offhand to actually do this. I forget about that. But you can see, I mean, we have a decent chunk of things. Obsidian has a 192 stack limit, it looks like. But everything should be voided when we don't need it. So we're not having any safety precautions or anything like we do with FTB Skies, of course, here. We are legitimately just throwing caution to the wind. If it's full, it gets voided. But things like copper, I don't actually have resource chicken for that because there is no copper chicken. So copper is something we're actually going to still have to mine for. But yeah, I think this is a fantastic end point for this video. Hopefully next time we will be able to get into maybe setting up a wireless access point and all that stuff, because I do want to be able to access from anywhere. But I also want to get into Ars Nueva and having a storage system which we can access, and all the resources we could ever need. This is going to be a much quicker experience, and I'm excited because Ars Nueva is something that I actually want to get into this time. I want to get into it further. Of course, there's some things we could probably do to make refined storage just a little bit easier, but I think for right now we're going to kind of just keep manual crafting and all of that stuff. I am excited to see what happens in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I hope to see you later. Bye-bye.